Hey guys, it's Jeannie here. I want to go ahead and do this quick video just to share some of the things that I recently purchased. I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos, guys, but it's because I moved and stuff, and so it's been crazy having to unpack and get everything situated and stuff. And I actually have a new setup, but we're still trying to fix it up because this room that we got is actually going to be half mine and half of my husband. So he's going to have his art section on one side, and I'm going to have my office slash beauty stuff on one side. So yeah, I still need a little bit of time to make it look a little bit prettier in the background for you and stuff, but well, it is what it is. So anyway, I want to go ahead and share with you some of the things that I purchased because I needed to switch up my skincare, guys. My face was actually reacting really bad to some products, and I just want to go ahead and share that with you and tell you that that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do videos and stuff, because my skin was getting pretty bad. So anyway, some of the things I think caused my skin breakouts were hormonal, one. Two, it was probably the Kat Von D foundation that I was using. While it is a beautiful foundation and I do like it, it's very thick. And while it wears throughout the whole day, because my face is oily, um, it tend it tended to probably what I think was clogging up my pores. And so, and I would get breakouts where normally I don't break out, which is normally I break out in this area because it's hormonal, it's a time of the month or whatever, or I'm stressed out or whatever. So it's usually here. But when you start breaking out here, or when I started breaking out here, I noticed, there's something that's causing it. So I decided to switch my foundation because I think the Kat Von D was the one that was doing it. And then I switched to my cleanser, which normally I would use the Olay cleanser, the sensitive one. And they changed the packaging on that one, so I don't know if they changed any of the ingredients in that particular product. So I decided to switch, and I was looking at some videos and stuff, and I had heard a little bit about CeraVe. And that one is fragrance free, and it's a clear, kind of like it's a clear cleanser, and it lathers really well and everything. And so I thought that was doing pretty good on my face. But if I was still using the Kat Von D and I was using that cleanser, it was still not taking care of the problem. So I stopped using the CeraVe, I stopped using the Olay, and I stopped using the Kat Von D foundation. I was trying out some other ones. I had actually bought the NARS foundation again because it's really lightweight and it has full coverage, but they changed it. It's not, if you actually pay attention to the NARS bottles now, they're very liquidy. And so when I purchased my first foundation, well, not my first foundation, when I repurchased the foundation, I noticed that a bunch of oil came out when I first pumped it, and I was like, well, this is weird. And so I shook it up and I shook it up, and I was still doing it. And so I took it back to the store, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if this is a bad one, or, she goes, no, all of them are coming like that now. I don't understand why, but that's how they're sending them to us. So I said, you know what? No, I'm going to just return it. And and then they were like, well, have you tried the Marc Jacobs? And I was like, well, I know that one's a little bit more expensive. So how much is that one? And they were like, well, it's like $7 more than this one. And I didn't really remember the amount that I paid for the NARS, but I think it's like 51. And I was like, okay, I'm already going up there, 57. And I asked my husband, and he was like, well, just take it, just try it. So they gave me a sample, and she's like, take this sample, and so you don't have to open up the bottle. And I was like, well, I'll just take the bottle anyway. So the sample she gave me was a lot darker. She color matched me, but I don't know if she didn't know which one she was gonna put or whatever. She forgot or something. So she gave me a darker one, so I couldn't really use the sample, so I ended up using the bottle anyway. Now, the Marc Jacobs foundation is a beautiful foundation. But because I have an oily T-zone, I have an oily face, a lot of foundations, but see, none of the other foundations that I've ever used have ever done what that product is to my face. It wears really pretty for like the first 2 hours for me. And then after that, it starts breaking up and it starts showing like a bunch of little white dots everywhere. And in my sorry guys, I don't know why I have a runny nose. It started breaking up really bad in my, in my T-zone area, like especially my nose. So it was all broken up, and then all the white stuff would be in between the lines here. And so I was like, this is weird. And so I showed my husband said, you have a bunch of like dots on your face. And I was like, it's the foundation. So I tried it like maybe for 3 or 4 days. I went back to Sephora and I told them what was going on, and they recommended a mask to me. So anyway, this is the mask that I bought. Now this is kind of pricey. It's actually like $24 or $26, but it's a really great mask. And I posted pictures on my Facebook page at Gina Beauty, and you can see that this actually, it's ginseng. Yeah, it's a ginseng mask, and it actually works really, really well. It's actually like a copper color. I'm sorry, it's a little dirty. I just used this yesterday, and it's a peel-off mask. So this one works really, really great. You have to put quite a bit of a layer on your face, and then you just peel it off. And it feels like it says to stay away from any, like from your hairline, because it does feel like you're ripping them off. So just be warned about that. So my kids love actually peeling this off for me, so it's kind of a fun process for them, but I really like the way this makes my skin feel. So I will be repurchasing this, but I do think that it'll last me a while. So I really, really recommend this mask. And I do have sensitive skin, and this didn't break me out. I really like it. So definitely check it out. So, okay, so I bought this one because she told me that if I tried this one, well, I told her about what was going on with the Marc Jacobs foundation, and she said, well, you need to take care of the oily problem first. If not, you're going to have a problem with all foundations. And I was like, well, I've never really had a problem with, the foundation. I've had a problem with foundations breaking me out, but I've never had a problem with, the oil, like, really making the foundation look the way the Marc Jacobs made my foundation look. So anyway, so I like this. I kept this. I returned the Marc Jacobs foundation, And the girl, it wasn't the same girl that attended me the first time when she recommended me this. It was another girl. So she was kind of like, she was a little snotty, I think. But anyway, whatever. I returned it, and I got my, 57 plus tax, $59 back. I mean, I don't think it was worth almost $60, for a foundation that was going to do that to me. Even a drugstore foundation had never done what the Marc Jacobs foundation did to me. While it wore really pretty, it gave me a really glowy skin. It was really, really pretty. I didn't try setting it because I don't set my foundations that much. I don't like looking cakey. I like for my skin to have a little glow. So I did try the MAC setting spray. That didn't work out for me. I tried the mask, this one, to see if it would work, and it didn't work. It didn't control any of the oils or anything. So I just ended up returning it. I think it was way too expensive for the results I was getting. So, okay. So the other thing I purchased because I needed to help out my skin, and normally I don't like trying new products, but I was a little desperate because I know this lighting is not really doing its justice, but if I move closer, well, you still can't see it, but I have a lot of pigmentation here because of, the stress, the Kat Von D foundation, maybe the cleanser. It was a mix of things. And so I really, really needed to change something. So I stopped using those, and they had this for it's the Purity brand. Purity. And I had points, and so I was like, you know what, I'm going to try a different cleanser, and it's free, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. And I'm usually really scared about trying something on my skin because I don't like to break out. And I was already really bad, so I was like, you know what, let me just try it. And you know what, I love this thing. I went back when I purchased the mask and the big cleanser. Now this is pretty pricey. This is like, I think it was like $40 or something. It's pretty pricey, but I could probably use one of these samples for like 4 or 5 days, because I use it morning and night. But it's a wonderful cleanser. It's got oils in there and stuff, but it's really great for sensitive skin. At least for me, it didn't break me out. I love this thing so much. I probably don't think I will go back to any other cleanser because it really has been clearing up my skin. It's calmed it down. So I really, really recommend this cleanser. Now, I just use it and I rub it. I cleanse my face with my hands. I don't use a washcloth. I don't use a Clarisonic. Just with my hands, and you will notice a difference. I've noticed a big difference with this cleanser. So I just took a bunch of it and I started filling up some of these so I can, use moderation with it, because I know that when you have big bottles, you tend to use more. So I just try to use this, and I know that this should last me about 4 to 5 days. So that's what I've been using. I got like 3 or 4 of these samples. So I have 4 of these little bottles that I got for free in my restroom over there. So anyway, so that's a wonderful product that I really, really like. Now, you can see I really like these a lot. I ordered these on Amazon. These are from Thayers, and this one is a lemon witch hazel with aloe vera. And I love this thing. This has been clearing up my hyperpigmentation that was left over from my pimples, and so yeah, I really, really like this, and it smells really, really nice too. And I just recently got the Thayers. I ordered them together, but they came separate. And this one smells like rose. This one is actually witch hazel with aloe vera, and it also has rose petal in it, and it smells like roses. It smells so good. I've even been using this one on my husband, and my husband really liked the way it smelled. But I'm telling you guys, this new skincare that I have going on is just doing wonders for my face. I mean, my moisturizer in the morning after I wash my face with the cleanser and after all my night treatment and stuff, my face feels like super silky, like a baby's bottom. Like, it just feels so silky, and it just feels so great right now. I'm sorry about the lighting, but I will post pictures on my Gina Beauty, and you'll see how my scars, have light. And I probably should take a before and after picture. They did look worse, because I have one here, and I know you can't see it. No, you can't see it, but I have one right here, and then I have like 3 of them right here, and then I have a couple right here on my chin area. So I have some pigmentation that I'm trying to take care of, and these 2 products I know for sure are making a big difference, especially the lemon one. So I totally recommend these. I will link down the ones I got on Amazon, and this one, well, I did get it at Sephora, but I'm sure you could get it on Amazon. If you have an Amazon card, it'd be great to pick this one up there. So I think it was like 40 or 44 bucks for this. And then this one right here I did get at Sephora also, the Origins. It's a ginseng mask, and yeah, I'll try to see if I can link everything down for you guys down below. But those are some really great products, and I totally recommend them. And I just wanted to go ahead and do a video on it to share my experience with them. And I will post pictures, like I said, on my Gina Beauty Facebook page. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry I've been slacking on some videos, but I will be trying to start, I'll be trying to post regularly now that I have this setup going on and stuff. So thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.